Today we're going to be creating a simple Dutch door journal with these beautiful red chinoiserie washi tapes. I got this set off of Amazon and I'll link it below. They are beautiful, and I have some Japanese themed die cut stickers that I got in some sticker packs that I think will be really great to create a Dutch door. Whenever you get these sticker packs that are square or rectangle, they are fantastic for Dutch doors because you don't have to really try and match any kind of crazy shapes for mirroring. Um, and if they are like this and they're not shaped, they can be a little bit, you're like, they're kind of boring. So if you put them in a Dutch door, it jazzes them up, and it's also very relaxing to create a Dutch door. I want to pair these wonderful Japanese men with these circles. I want to use the circle as like the middle of the Dutch door and then build out with these square shapes. So I'm going to use these two as my foundation for the Dutch door and build from there. So the first thing you have to do when you're doing your Dutch door is to get the foundation straight in your head. So the Dutch door proper is going to be this middle page. Make sure I just got one page. It's going to be the cutout page. It's going to be the peekaboo page where we're going to put our stickers along the edge, and then something is going to peek through on this page and on this page when it flips over. So don't forget the front and the back pages. You're dealing with basically 3 pages in your journal. Um, so what I want to do is I want to use these beautiful washi tapes as my background on the sides. And I like this one because it's got these reds in it, which I have a hard time finding really nice red washi tapes that I like. So that's one of the reasons I grabbed this set, is for these stickers specifically. And it's nice and wide because the stickers are kind of larger. So this will be a nice background. Now, this may not be wide enough, and we'll find out together. So if it's not, I can maybe add this little guy as an additional border and fix that. So I'm not too worried about it. I was debating whether or not to use this one, but I don't think it's wide enough on its own. And I think I may have to double up the widest. So I'm going to set these up, and then we'll get started with our Dutch door. All right, I have my structure set up, and I leave the little tails out on my cover pages, if you will, these outside pages, so that when this is folded over and I'm working on putting my stickers, I can see where I'm aiming to stop and start with my edge. So that's a little tip right there. So the first thing I want to do is I want to get my middle piece established, and I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to mirror it with this one. And I know they don't match perfectly, but this has like a little tail, right? So it'll probably fit okay. With Dutch doors, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it needs to be close. So that's something to keep in mind, just not to drive yourself crazy. Obviously, these perfect circles would be wonderful, but I really liked these two with the theme of the stickers that I'm going to be using today. So let's start with our center image. And I am probably going to be tucking images underneath it as I'm building. So I don't want to just like smash it down really hard. I want to, let's see how far over I want to go. I want to give a good peekaboo. So let's maybe use the margin as our goal. I think I'll stick it kind of like the center and then leave it gently there so I can grab it when I need it. All right, I think I'm going to have the gentleman facing inward rather than towards the margin. I could alternate them as well, but I think I'm going to keep them all facing the same way. So let's do that. And I'm going to start with this gentleman here. And I'm going to put him right here, but underneath this sticker. Let me grab my tweezers to help this process, hopefully. Or my fingers. Oh, that sticker is a strong sticker. All right. And I want it to go kind of like that. Maybe like that. Okay, and again, we'll probably stick something underneath this one, so or on top, I haven't decided yet. And Then this gentleman will go above this sticker like so. We could do this, I think like this. I really wanted to preserve the edge of this building, so I wanted him in this position. All right, I have a plan. Yeah. Whenever you're doing this, make sure you take your time and, position the best you can. There's no rush. This is supposed to be fun, right? Now I just have a little bit at the bottom and the top. So when I have that happen, I like to cut a sticker in half. So I think I will cut this gentleman in half, and that'll be good. So let's go ahead and give him some surgery. I want to have this part preserved, so I don't want to make it look like he's decapitated. And I'm going to cut right along the floor. Perfect. So I have this image and then the bottom image, which has turned into sort of an abstract. So that'll be perfect just to tuck up here. And then this one will be great to put at the bottom here. I think what I want to do is, I think I'm going to lay him on top of this gentleman. Oh, I'm going to lose his head. I don't want to lose his head too much. Maybe I'll just lay him straight across like that. Yes, I think that will be better. And that looks like a good position. That's nice. I wanted to make sure that edge wasn't going to be weird. And I also didn't want to disrupt this image. So this one will also go straight because we want to keep the same rhythm. And I think I'm going to tuck the bottom piece, since it's not as narrative, I'll say that. Let's just tuck it right under here, and we'll stick it about like, oops, not crooked. Hold on, I may have to do this one off camera because I can't quite see the edge of it with my camera. I guess that will have to do. There, I think that looks great. Now what I need to do is trim this edge. So I have my peekaboo edge, and then we can do the stickers on the other side. So I will do that, and I also can trim these tails off camera now too. So I'll do that and I'll be right back. Well, I love how this is turning out. The red washi tape picks up just the hints of red in these stickers. And the theme obviously fits really nicely, and I think it's really beautiful. Now it looks great on this side. Now we need to fix this side as well. So we just follow our pattern from the other side. Use this sticker here and do the best we can to stick it on these pieces. Now I use a lined journal, and I know that's going to annoy some people, but I like to have lines so I can write straight. And so I have to deal with the aesthetic of all the lines. And then we have these lines here. I may just take a white gel pen and get those out of the way when I'm finished. Otherwise, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Oops, I stuck it down a little too hard. Let's pull that up a bit so we can have room for our next images. And our next image is going to be this gentleman here. He's going to fit right in this corner and then go underneath our beautiful Mount Fuji. Oh, that looks good. And then this gentleman goes right here, right in this corner, lined up, and we'll go underneath right here. And that doesn't cover up anything important. So that looks really good so far. And now for our little sticker surgery, we have this gentleman who's cooking, and I think he's going to fit perfectly right there. So I'm going to place him and then trim the bottom so I'll know exactly what I have to work with. Or maybe I should do the vice versa. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm just going to lay him right on top as well, just to make it easier on myself. And it doesn't matter piece covering a little bit of something. Trim that, and then this will go underneath here. And again, it becomes almost an abstract because we're not sure what it is, but it doesn't destroy any sort of narrative story that's happening or anything like that. Yeah, almost a perfect fit. So that peekaboo looks really good as well. Yay, I love the way this turned out. That is so pretty. Wow, that's really beautiful. I think using the washi tape really elevates these images, and I am really going to enjoy writing on these pages. So I hope you will consider making one of these Dutch doors in your journal as well. So I hope this will add to your enjoyment of this wonderful hobby and a form of self-care. So I will see you next time. Bye.